Alright, so my wife just bought me this battery powered 40 volt Ryobi chainsaw, and it has an 18-inch bar. Let's find out if it's worth it. And as you can see, it comes with the saw, the battery, the charger, some manuals, and a tool for tightening the chain. And here is just a quick close-up that you can pause or fast forward past, showing you different specifications, showing you the manuals. You have a battery manual, saw manual, battery charger manual, a registration paper, and then another paper that identifies the various batteries and chargers for other Ryobi products. Okay, the first thing you want to do is charge it up. Alright, let's get some bar chain oil in there while the battery charges. You can hear that battery charging, by the way, it's pretty loud. You can see the oil indicator right there. First off, you want to make sure the chain is tight. They say to just kind of pull on it. You want it to be pretty tight, but not so tight that it can't move. And then right here are your nuts if you have to take the bar off. They show you this arrow that shows you the direction the chain goes. So it goes like that. They even tell you right here what kind of chain you want. The 62 3/8 inch LP. And then if you look carefully, there's a screw right here that you can use to tighten the chain. So you can turn that clockwise and it'll get tighter. Just so you know, it does have the tool in the back, look, right there. So if you want to adjust the bar and chain, let me show you. Always take the battery out. Sucker's hard to get out of here though. You gotta get the pliers or suckers in there. Ah, there we go. There it is. Let me show you. Okay, so the point is it comes with its own wrench right here. So you could, if you wanted, you could loosen these. And then you can tighten the chain right here to the right is tight. And you know, you always want to make sure that it's not too tight. That's pretty good action right there. And then you can just tighten it back up. Alright, so put the tool away. If you notice, look at this very carefully. That's what locks the tool into place. That's what makes it hard to get out. So you just put this in here, put the long side up, and then push it back, and it locks in. So this is your chain brake right here. So if it's out, it's not going to move. That's for safety. If you pull it in, then this will move. So again, if you're cutting and you want to stop the chain, you just roll your wrist and then reach back, and now it will move again. And then also you have your on button right here. That's your safety trigger, so you got to hold this back, engage the trigger underneath, and you're ready to cut. In fact, I'm ready to cut. So off camera, the battery charged in 45 minutes. Let me show you. Okay, so solid green means it's ready. Flashing green means it's charging. Flashing red is an error. Orange means the battery's too hot or too cold and you have to let it either warm up or cool down. And red is what happens when you take the battery off to just show you there's power. So watch what happens. See, it's red. I know it looks orange on camera, but it's actually red. Also, the nice thing about this is, say it's too hot and you put the battery on there, that orange means it will charge itself once it cools down on its own. A lot of these battery type of outdoor power tools get pretty hot, so you put the battery in there and once it's cool, it'll charge on its own. So that's pretty good. I put the saw upside down so you can see how the battery goes in. That gray part goes down, a couple grooves there. Lock it in. Ready to go. Now it's dangerous, so get ready. And you can also press this button right here, hold it in. That solid 4 green means the battery's fully charged. Alright, ready to go. Alright, time to test it out. I'll tell you this, the saw's pretty heavy, so I can tell it's powerful. You can see that that bar is pretty big. Look at that. That's great. Wow, that's really fast. Wow, cut great. How smooth that is. Powerful. Okay, so this tree is a little bit thicker than a telephone pole at the bottom. I'm going to cut 1-inch cuts until it's gone and just tell you how many cuts it made. That's it. Okay, so anyways, you can see here I got 31 cuts. What I had was roughly 9 to 10 inch diameter pine and 31 cuts, so just gives you an idea of how long the battery lasts. So my overall impression of the saw is I absolutely love it. I'm glad I bought it. You know, if you need this kind of tool in your arsenal, it's got a decent price and a good amount of power, so you're getting a battery powered saw for, you know, pretty good price considering that it's an 18-inch bar. The only downside is you're only getting one battery, so it'd be nice to have a second battery option. You should buy two, that way you can always have one charging, but the batteries are expensive. Other than that, absolutely love the saw. It's a lot safer than my old one with a cord. Honestly, the other saw I had with a cord was getting stuck around my ankle and nearly tripping me all the time. My gas chainsaw was always having problems starting up. I was pulling the cord more than I was cutting trees, so this saw is great for around the house. If you're running your own logging company, you probably wouldn't want to have this as your exclusive, but it's still a pretty nice accessory. There's a time and place for gas chainsaws, like 4-foot long bars. You know, there's a tool for everything, so it's great for what it is.